From 13 to 19, I was completely addicted to porn. I was doing it 1, 2, 3 times a day. Didn't like myself, felt like a loser. I was a loser, zero self-respect, zero self-love. And it's just a normal story of a porn addict pretty much. But I tried to quit many times. I'd get onto NoFap because that's what everyone would tell me to do. I'd get 1, 2, 3 days in maybe. The third, the fourth day would roll around and I'd relapse every single time because it was almost like the past 2 days, the urges had caught up all in one, the motivation died all at once, and I relapsed. Hard, right? I'd do it, I'd feel so guilty about it, this was in the morning, that I'd do it again. I figured I've run it twice, I'm already on day 0, I've already failed. I'll do it 5 times today and I'll start again tomorrow. I did that over 100 times, okay? But I still kept going on to NoFap because if you look on YouTube, you type in how to quit porn, NoFap comes up. Millions of views, you know, this is how you do it, quit porn in 2 weeks. But if NoFap really worked, you would not be watching me right now. I'd have quit years before I did and we wouldn't have a porn epidemic. Those videos get millions of views, but everyone's still addicted to porn. So that brings me to point number 1. NoFap does not work, right? Imagine watching porn, let's say twice a day, okay? That's 14 times in a week. And then the next minute you get onto NoFap and you do it 0 times a week, okay? So you go from doing it 14 times to 0 instantly. On paper, it looks great, like, oh look, you'll quit porn so fast. But in reality, it's just retarded. It's stupid, right? You're not ready to go to 0. There's no middle ground. It's like starting on level 100 when you're only a level 3. That's like going into the gym as a skinny dude and trying to lift the heaviest weight, okay? Even though you're small, right? It's stupid, okay? That's why NoFap doesn't work, okay? It's just, where's the middle? 14 to 0, there's no middle ground, okay? NoFap doesn't work. When you completely cut something off like that, cold turkey, your brain will miss it too much. Initially, for the first 2 days, you might be motivated, all right? You might resist it and think this is going to be the time you finally quit. But then after your brain realises it's just going to be the exact same, you miss porn too much, you're still addicted to it, it's still part of your brain's routine as to do every day because you've done it so much, you've done it 1,000 times, okay? So eventually, day 3, day 4, day 1, day 2, you're going to relapse. When you do, you feel so guilty because you've put so much pressure on yourself to quit that you're just going to end up jacking off 5 times in the same day, okay? It doesn't work. So what do? You get onto my system called NoFap. Now, NoFap is just how it sounds. This week, just fap less than you did last week. So if you did it 14 times last week, like the previous example, instead of going to 0 like a dickhead, go to 12 times, then 10, then 7, just keep going down like that. And then within a couple of months, 3, 4 months, you're watching porn once a week as opposed to twice a day, right? Just like that. It's not hard, it's not easy, it's just simple. You're just watching porn less each week, okay? If you go to the gym, you progressively overload the weight. So each week, you slightly increase the weight. So each week, you get slightly stronger, okay? It's not easy, okay? It's not extremely hard. It's just simple, okay? If I lift this weight this week, I'll be stronger and I'll gain muscle and I'll look better. If I watch porn this amount this week, I will make progress because it's less than last week and I'll be 1 step closer to quitting. The reason this works so well is because you can still watch porn. You're making progress each week. And if you've been on NoFap for years, you know 0 progress gets made. And now you're on this. Within 2 weeks, you'll make more progress than years of NoFap. And finally, you're getting benefits, okay? Because the less you watch porn, the more benefits you get. You don't need to go to 0. You don't need to go 90 days without porn, 90-day NoFap streak to experience the benefits. Just watch it less and watch the benefits go up, okay? That will keep you motivated. And that's why it's the best and easiest way to quit porn. Now, before I give you one more tip, if you're interested in extra help, you want to learn the secrets of quitting porn that will help you quit even faster than this, you want to support me, support yourself, link below is my porn quitting course. There's a big discount going on right now. If you do want it, there's a free bonus section I'll give you once you purchase it. So if you're interested, I'd appreciate you checking it out. Now, the next thing I'll tell you is make your sessions fast, okay? So we're reducing how much porn we watch each week, okay? 5 times last week, 4 times this week, 3 times, right? This does not give you an excuse to increase how long you watch it for. So if you watched it for five times last week, now this week you're going to watch it 3 times, that's great. But each times, on them 3 times, I don't want you watching it for 3 hours long when you usually watch it for 30 minutes, okay? Because that's just as bad. You can't just watch it for 3 hours to make up for the lack of watching it as much. because that will just keep you more addicted. People seem to think a relapse is a relapse. So if you watch porn for 30 seconds, it's the same as watching it for an hour. It's not, okay? First of all, you get the same pleasure, okay? The point is make your sessions as fast as possible. You get the same pleasure doing it 30 seconds and 3 hours, okay? At the end of it, it's the same. Nice feeling, right? But with the 30 seconds, you save time, okay? If you're doing it before bed, you're not going to be sleep deprived. You'll be tired, so you go straight to sleep and you'll wake up feeling fine. If you spend 3 hours doing it, you'll be sleep deprived. You'll be tired. You'll wake up groggy, feeling like a loser. Most importantly, the shame and guilt you feel for wasting 3 hours watching porn is the worst, right? Every time I used to do that, I'd always think, what's the point of that? I feel like a loser now. I'm going to be sleep deprived. And it's the same emotion I could have got, the same pleasure I could have got from doing it for 30 seconds. I could be asleep now, ready to wake up for the gym in the morning, feeling fresh. But no, I spent 3 hours doing it, even though it felt the exact same, right? So just make it fast. You get the same feeling, but if you spend 3 hours doing it, you feel like a complete loser, okay? You'll wake up the next day, think about the night before, thinking of what a loser you were, feel guilty and shameful, okay? Feel anxious, no confidence, and jack off again, because that's what you do. And the vicious cycle continues. But if you just do it for 30 seconds, okay, you're reducing how much you do it every week. Do it for 30 seconds, it's as fast as you can, okay, a minute, 2 minutes. It almost feels productive. Now, we all know it's not good for us, but if you do it that fast, okay, you get this pleasure out of the way, it's fine, you go to sleep, it almost feels productive. You wake up the next morning feeling fine, feeling refreshed from your sleep, and you will not feel guilty, because when you don't feel guilty, you don't end up jacking off immediately after, okay? So just do it as fast as you can, because you get the same emotion, and eventually you'll do that for long enough, and you'll just get bored. You'll just be thinking, well, if I'm doing it for 2 minutes, what's the point? I might as well just not do it, okay? That's the point you'll get to. Now, the last thing I'll tell you is not a tip, it is what will happen if you continue watching porn. If you never quit, you'll obviously be an anxious, unconfident, lonely, pathetic loser, to be honest, okay? We all know the truth. But the main reason I quit, okay, other than all those reasons, was the fact that watching porn makes you into a cook. Now, if you do not know what a cook is, I'll explain. A cuckold, is when a man enjoys watching his wife or his girlfriend be sexual with another man. It's disgusting, but it's the truth. If you've been to a hotel room, right, the cook sits in the chair whilst his wife gets pounded by another man and he enjoys it. It's not nice, right? But how does this relate to porn? Why am I telling you that? Well, the more porn you watch, the more likely you are to be a cook, right? Because what is porn? It's you watching the girl you wish you were with through a screen, okay, you wish you were with her, be sexual with another man, right? If that's not being a cook, I don't know what is, right? It's also gay because there's a random dude on the screen, but you're watching the girl you wish you were with be with another man. Now, what's your brain thinking? What's your primal brain thinking? It's thinking, I want to have sex with her. We're clearly not having sex with her. We're watching her have sex with some other dude. He deserves it. He's obviously good enough to get her. I'm clearly not. So maybe I'll always be the watcher and never be involved. If you do that 1,000 times, if you watch your porn every single day for years, eventually your brain will just accept that you'll never be involved. You're not good enough for that. So that you just enjoy being the watcher. So you'll get a wife if you do. If you're addicted to porn, it's going to be hard. If you do even get a girlfriend, you'll want her to be with other men whilst you watch, because your brain has been conditioned to never be involved. You're always the watcher now because your self-esteem is so low. So stop watching porn. Always have that in the back of your mind. Never become a cook. And if you follow my tips, you'll be fine. Just watch porn less each week. Make the sessions fast and do not be a cook. If this helps in any way, please subscribe and goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but under this video is my paid porn quitting secrets course. It just helps you quit porn faster, supports me. So once you feel like you trust me enough, you can check it out. There's a massive discount going on right now. So if you're interested, I'd do it now. And once you buy it, by the way, I'm going to give you a free bonus section, which teaches you how to speak to girls, which becomes a lot easier when you quit porn.